One more example. Now, a little bit more complex of a structure. Not crazy. So here is our structure. Line angle structure. So this, the first step is to identify what is your top priority functional group. In this case, it is this ester. So the ester is going to control all the numbering. Esters are a little different from other functional groups. Esters, the oxygen in the ester breaks up the carbon chain of the molecule. So we'll name one half of the molecule first, and that's going to be the carbonyl side on the ester oxygen. And then we'll name this extra part. So numbering from our carbonyl of our ester, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going down a chain. So this is going to be some kind of pentane ester. And esters are O8s. So this is a pentanoate. What's on our pentanoate? What are the substituents? Well, in the 3 position, we have a carbonyl, and we don't call these carbonyls. We don't call them ketones, or although this is a ketone, we wouldn't name it as a ketone. As a substituent in a molecule, we refer to a carbonyl as an oxo group, and that oxo group is in the 3 position. Why don't we refer to the carbonyl of the ester as an oxo group? Because it's part of the ester, and its appearance in the molecule is at the end of this O8. So that tells us that there's a carbonyl and an ester in the molecule. What other substituent do we have? Well, at the 5 position, we have a bromo. So that's just going to be a 5-bromo. Now, I'm not going to put together the entire molecule yet, but esters have 2 halves, as I noted. So there's this part, which comes to the carbonyl. There's also this other part. And the second part that's connected to the oxygen of the ester actually goes in the front of the molecule. So what do we call this part? Well, this part has 3 carbons. So it's going to be some kind of propyl. And our propyl chain actually has a substituent. It has a group coming off. There's a methyl group. And where is that methyl? Well, that methyl is in the 1 position coming off this propyl chain. So, I'm going to try to squeeze this in here. This is a 1-methyl propyl. And it may look like it, but there is no space between those 2. I could have snuggled them in a little more closely, but there's not a spacer. That's all one word. This entire group is called a 1-methyl propyl group. So the 1-methyl propyl group actually goes all the way out in front of our pentanoate. So after we assemble this part of the name, we then have a space. This is one of the very rare instances where you put spaces in proper chemical names. So it's 1-methyl propyl space, and now we assemble our pentanoate. So we just alphabetize our substituents. We have a 5-bromo, a 3-oxo. We need a hyphen to separate that number from the letters. And then finally, pentanoate. And that's our full name. 1-methyl propyl space 5-bromo 3-oxo pentanoate. And so this is how we put together esters. They're a little more complex because they come apart in 2 pieces. But you take the part on the oxygen, put that out in front, and then the rest of the name follows.